All right, Jennifer, so I'm having a little bit of trouble today enunciating what I'm trying to say and maybe some problems with diction. Do you have any recommendations?
God, you guys don't realize how hard it is sometimes for us to just speak English in the morning when we're doing this. So I actually have some formal theater training, and I think I've got some stuff that can help us, Steve.
That'd be fantastic.
Let's do it.
Most of you are watching are probably gamers, so you're most likely already aware that GameFly exists. If you don't, then it's basically Netflix for games. For those of you who don't want to spend $70 a pop on games every month, then GameFly would be a great solution for you, even if it's only for consoles. EA looks like they would want to tap into this particular market. They've just released their EA Access to Xbox One users, which again is like Netflix. But if you bought the online-only plan, those of you interested, take note that for $4.99 a month, this won't get you unlimited access to any game title that's currently available. Instead, it looks like Microsoft wanted this to be a VIP club of sorts. The $5 a month will also get you access to special titles in what they're calling the Vault. In addition, it looks like membership to this club will also get you a small discount on AAA titles, as well as early access benefits for highly anticipated games, including Dragon Age Inquisition. That could be tempting for those who just can't wait, but personally, I'm still catching up on all the games I bought during the Steam summer sale.
With the VR market exploding, many tech manufacturers want to get in on the bandwagon before consumers get overwhelmed by choice. Oculus is of course the reigning king, with not that much competition, considering how far Sony's own VR has yet to go before it can be considered a contender. However, a new challenger has entered the ring. Nvidia has released their VR prototype headset that will feature improvements in hiding stray pixels that can ruin the immersion experience for the wearer if they are detected. Nvidia's prototype uses cascading displays, which quadruple the amount of pixels that can be perceived and doubles the refresh rate, which of course translates into a smoother gameplay experience. Nvidia will formally demo the technology at a conference coming up in August, but if this prototype does make virtual reality even more real, then that's something to really keep our eyes on, so to speak.
Earlier in May, Seagate promised it would be upping the capacity of its enterprise mechanical hard drive soon, and it seems that they are following through with that promise. The new drives will feature capacities of 8 and 10 terabytes and will use their new Ethernet-enabled connectivity on the drive models themselves, dubbed Kinetic Open Storage Platform. For cloud service users, having a drive open directly to the network with a simplified Ethernet interface is a big advantage for moving large amounts of data. Instead of having to pass through a bunch of folder layers, the data can just travel directly through to the network where it is needed. According to Seagate representatives, the response from early engineering models that have been sent out to their key partners have all been positive. However, these large capacity drives will also come with an equally large price tag, and there's no word yet on whether these drives will be available to the mass market consumer. We'll keep you posted though, as it seems that you can never have enough storage, especially with more and more people shooting in 4K res.
Finally, to wrap up the show, we bring you some more tantalizing, albeit short news about Intel's upcoming X99 chipset series and their associated processors, codenamed Haswell-E. Images have surfaced which reveal some drool-worthy details, especially for overclockers. Delidding the CPU to reveal the die beneath the integrated heat spreader, we can see that Intel has soldered the chip's die to the integrated heat spreader with a very strong epoxy. So what's so great about that? Well, instead of the gap between the CPU die and the heat spreader being filled with thermal interface material, the die is now directly making contact with the IHS. This means better heat conductivity overall, which could translate to better overclocking performance with more effective heat dissipation. Rumor has it that Haswell-E processors will be available at retail sometime September, and the unconfirmed sources say that the i7-5960X model should have 8 cores, 16 threads, a base clock of 3 GHz, and a 3.3 GHz turbo frequency.
Well, everybody, this episode is concluding, and before we go, I'd like to dedicate this episode to Sue.
Wait, what happened to Sue?
Well, I mean, nothing bad, I think. We want to dedicate the episode to her because she's a loyal fan.
Oh, okay, so just to be clear, we want to thank Sue for all of her years of service and being a fan of our channel. Wait, that sounds even worse.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that's a good one.
Okay, Sue's family, if you're watching, we're pretty sure nothing bad happened to Sue on the way to work today.
Fairly certain. I didn't get any emails from her, though.
I didn't, no.
So So maybe she's probably okay. We haven't confirmed it. We'll confirm it after this, this episode, I think is probably the best way we should approach this.
Okay, everybody, well that wraps up this episode of Yolk'd.
And don't forget, tomorrow we have the Alt-Tab live show, which is at 3 p.m. PDT. That is on our Twitch channel at twitch.tv/Newegg. And we will most likely have a very special guest tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that.
Don't miss it.
Not for the world.
Big things are happening. And you've just been Yolk'd.
My lips are very wet, hold on. All right.